if you, when you sit it down, if it like rocks like a rocking horse as well. I mean, that might be fun. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel this year and all your help would be much appreciated. I'm a little bit unwell today. I have a bit of a mild cold, so I don't look the best, but anyway, I thought I'd make a video anyway about some bags that I was noticing on Foxy LV's Instagram. I just had a few thoughts to talk about with you guys today, so let's get into it. Now, the first bag that I saw on Foxy LV's Instagram, these are bags that are going to come out from Louis Vuitton. I'll talk about the Speedy 20 in the Nanogram. Nanogram isn't something that I regularly see at Louis Vuitton, but I remember when they were doing the Mini Lynn collection. The Mini Lynn collection you can definitely get for a good deal on the pre-love market, and it was like these fabric bags with really mini monogram. So they're bringing back the Nanogram, which I feel like is a response to them like doing heaps of giant monogram. Now they're doing the complete opposite, and I find for myself the Nanogram is a little bit cuter than the giant monogram, so I personally quite like it, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of other people are really into it as well. Now, when I first saw this, I thought maybe it's fabric like the Mini Lynn collection, but it's actually leather according to Foxy LV. Now, it's 3,100 USD, which is rather expensive for a Speedy 20, but it does have that little bit of a chain on the strap, and it's all leather, so that's why it's priced a lot more than the regular monogram version. I got it in this bright blue color. It's almost like a blue Zanzibar color, I would say. Really gorgeous. I'm noticing a trend towards really funky colors lately. I feel like the last few years a lot of people have been gravitating towards, like, you know, caramel and beige, like dusty pink, like more neutral shades, but I'm noticing a lot more brands doing these really fun saturated colors again, which is something that I really love because I love those like saturated pink, like really strong blue shades. Especially this like beautiful kind of like turquoise tone is really gorgeous, and I think it's like a love or hate kind of color, but it can actually look really amazing on your outfit, just depending on your it won't suit everyone, but if it does suit you, this is going to look amazing. The mini Speedy that I like, sorry, the Speedy 20 that I like the most out of all these colors is definitely for me the hot pink color with the gold hardware. I know for me personally this would suit my coloring a little bit better, and it has that same kind of impact as the blue. I've noticed that the pink has gold hardware, and then the blue, I think, oh, it also has gold hardware. So they all have gold hardware. Black also has gold hardware. So the black is nice, not as crazy as the other two, but I personally, if I was going to choose one, I definitely go for the pink Speedy 20. I mean, it is an adorable little Barbie bag. The Speedy 20 is also, I feel like, the perfect size for a Speedy. Not too big, not too small. Oh, sometimes it can be a little bit small, honestly. Probably the perfect size is the Speedy 25 for like a daily bag. But for like a grab and go crossbody, I think the Speedy 20 is a really good size. I would even recommend it over the Nano Speedy because you can like chuck your sunglasses in there easier and just like more makeup. So yeah, I think this is definitely going to appeal to a lot of girly girls, but I think it's the price is definitely going to make people question whether they want to buy anymore. Maybe a few years back when LV pricing was a little bit more digestible, especially in Australia, the pricing has gone like a little bit out of control. I don't know if everybody would want to spend 3,100 US on a little pink Speedy bag. Perhaps people would be looking more towards saving for, like, I don't know, something a little bit more elevated, like even, for example, like a little Chanel mini, or even though they're so expensive now too, or maybe, I don't know, like a Picotin is, you know, maybe something you'd rather go for, which is probably cheaper at this point, or even like a Fendi Baguette, which is a little bit more elevated. Like, I think Louis Vuitton with this pricing, it's starting to kind of it's starting to eliminate a market of people who just wouldn't pay that much for a bag, if that makes any sense. So the collectability or the thrill of continuously buying these bags, I think people are going to second guess just buying every single collection now that the pricing is a lot higher. Now, this is so adorable, guys. So from the same collection as all the giant bags, there's going to be this Dauphine mini monogram with this exaggerated chubby hardware. I love it. Now, I think I just am very much drawn to the novelty of it. As a bag, I mean, it's not my favorite bag, the Dauphine. There was a time in my life where I really wanted the mini Dauphine, but I think in this like really chubby hardware, it is so adorable. And then the chunky chain, I think it is a real showstopper. Again, not cheap, it's $3,800, but I think as a collectible, it's one to get. If you're into the giant Monogram collection, this one is a little bit more wearable than like the giant clay, I would say. And then you also have a twist bag with the same chubby hardware, which is really adorable. If you do like the twist bag though, the only reason I haven't bought it is because it's never been the top of my list for things to buy, but I do like the twist mechanism. I've noticed that it doesn't really hold its value on the pre-loved market either, so I kind of thought, like, when I was collecting Louis Vuitton, maybe one day I'll buy a twist secondhand, because you can get them for really good deals. But I feel like this one is more of like a runway collectible, so maybe this one you couldn't pick up for a good deal, but yeah, it looks really awesome. I won't deny it, guys. But I also just wanted to touch on in the same NANOGRAM collection, there's going to be a Lexington bag, which is actually a reissue of an older pochette style that they used to do in the verni leather. This was very classic on minis. I've seen so many of these on eBay with the little flowers stuck to them. So it's interesting that Louis Vuitton are reissuing this, but the price, $2,590. I'm going to tell you guys, like, the Lexington in the verni, definitely you can pick up some really good deals. But yeah, I mean, it is a really popular shape. The pochette style is still very much trending. And I think in the pink monogram, definitely be a hot seller because the color is just so pleasing to look at. The Cousin PM in the color Palm. I particularly was drawn to this beautiful shade of lilac. I know that this shade is something that is very much been trending for a while. Color is not something that I often see with Louis Vuitton, but I think particularly with the combination of this lilac with the gold hardware, it's really beautiful to look at. And actually a lilac bag is something that I would absolutely love to have, but I haven't been able to find, you know, one that really speaks to me. The cousin bag is something that I'm not necessarily that into because it's rather expensive, actually, 4,700 USD. I know that the whole like thick strap, pillowy, thick chain bag thing is definitely, I feel like it's very of the moment. I don't know if this bag would be something that I would get sick of long term, but I really like the color. And yeah, I wonder if Louis Vuitton will do more bags in this shade because it's really beautiful. There's this giant key clay coming out, which is absolutely hilarious. I'm sure it will be pretty hard to get. It is 3,850 US dollars. And I'm pretty sure this will just be like a collector's piece. I don't know if I will ever see someone carrying this in real life, and I wonder if my local Louis Vuitton store will even have this piece, but I'm sure it's definitely a talking piece if you were to carry it. This bag is actually really nice. It's called the Tilsitt Monogram. The closure is that classic, what is it? It's not a kiss lock. It's like a S lock, similar to like the Pochette Métis. It has a similar vibe to the reverse Pochette Métis, given that it has the black trim as opposed to, like, it doesn't have any vachetta. I think this will actually appeal to a lot of people because it's a bag that you could potentially take out in the rain and it would be very fuss free. I've seen in the comments a lot of people are a little bit upset about the price, but for me it's, I mean, I'm not surprised given all the other, you know, price increases with Louis Vuitton. It's priced accordingly, I feel. Wonder if when you sit it down, if it like rocks like a rocking horse as well. I mean, that might be fun. You could definitely add like a little bag charm to it as well, like in that little handle bit. So I quite like it, actually. I think it's a little bit more unique than it's just something different, I guess. Like if you were going to get an Alma BB or like a Pochette Métis, maybe this is like a cute like in-between style and something hot and fresh you could add to your collection. The same giant collection, there is the name tag XL clutch, 1,600 euros. Yeah, because it's all vachetta, you're going to have to be careful of like any watermarks, stains. This is probably not going to be the easiest piece to look after because it's like 100% vachetta leather. But I mean, I guess over time it could create a honey patina and perhaps be more resilient to any staining or, you know, oil residue or anything like that. But definitely a novelty piece, that's for sure. This bag I really like. It's called the Monogram clutch. It's definitely giving me like early 2000s runway vibes, like, you know, the Cherry collection with all those kiss lock bags. They used to do a lot more bags with this like frame structure, and it's really nice. I think this bag looks gorgeous with the chain as well. A little bit like a quirky grandma bag, but it's not cheap. It's 3,550 USD, but I think this is gorgeous, like definitely for an evening. Love it. I think it looks really, really nice. Honestly, it is girly, but has that little bit of an edge with the monogram. Probably one of my favorite Louis Vuitton bags that they've released recently. If I were to get something, this is the one that I would probably put my money on. Yeah, so I would say my favorite bags that I've seen today is definitely the Monogram clutch in the Monogram. And probably, I know this is a little bit predictable, but probably the Speedy 20 nanogram in pink. I just think that is a really nice bag. So let me know, guys, if you were forced to spend money at Louis Vuitton, which bag would you buy? I'm definitely not going to buy any Louis Vuitton bags anytime soon unless I do something that completely blows me away. The pricing for me, I just can't justify anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'd rather just buy a pre-loved Hermes bag or something cool and vintage. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, let me know, guys, is there something that you've pre-ordered from some of the latest Louis Vuitton collections? Would love to know. I always enjoy watching other people's unboxings, and thanks for listening to me as usual. Sorry if I sounded a little bit sick. I'm trying my best, and I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye!